Hello, we are on another episode of Talk with Taylor, and we are here with Marie Allgood, and she is a student at the University of South Alabama, and she's in EDM 310. And she's here to talk about this course with us, kind of go over what it's all about, answer some questions for us. So, Marie, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. So, let's just start off with a basic question. What is EDM 310?
EDM 310 is an educational media class to teach us about the technological resources in the classroom that are available to help the students learn, that can help the teachers to teach also. It's all web-based class. We do meet a few times, usually the first week of the month, just to make sure how we're progressing. It teaches us to manage time. It's a lot of self-learning so you can really learn the material.
Is this class a difficult class? Because we have kind of heard some things with people saying that they didn't do very good in this class, and so what's your take on that?
I don't feel that it's a hard class. I feel if you don't do the work, you're going to get a bad grade. It depends on what you do and how you do it. It is time-consuming. You have to take your time. You have to plan. You can't wait till the last minute. You have all week to do your assignments. Some of the projects, it's overwhelming if you look at the syllabus when school starts. But if you look through the syllabus, every project has instructions, step-by-step instructions. They're easy to follow. I'm not very technological literate, but every one I could follow the directions and complete my assignments. If you can't understand the assignments, they are there to help you. Dr. Strange and the lab assistants, they're there. They will help you. Any questions you have, the lab is open all the time, even though it's a web-based course.
Mm-hmm. So were the assignments as hard as you thought they would be?
No, they were not. I was terrified, like most people are. The assignments were not as hard as I thought they were. They were time-consuming. You had to follow the directions and pay attention, but anybody could do that. I mean, there was, we did podcasts, green screen, we did everything, but there was directions and people to help.
Okay, so I noticed that you said to not wait until the last minute. So how do you keep from procrastinating? What advice can you give us with that?
Well, we have in our Google Drive, we have our assignment list with the dates and everything. We know what's going to be due, when it's going to be due. So, you need to make for the week, you have all week to do it. Make your plans. Start on Monday. Monday, do one part of your assignment. Tuesday, do another. Divide them out so you don't have to do everything at one time. Just in case one project is more demanding than others, you'll have more time to work on it. Or if you have questions, you have time to go to the lab or to email them or get, one of your classmates to help you. Just, lay it all out, take your time, and get it finished.
Okay. How do you succeed in this course?
Well, it's really simple. Do your assignments and do them on time. Mm-hmm. They have to be done on time. We have blog posts every week. Don't just, read through the blog and type 2 sentences. They have to be well, thought out paragraphs. He tells you exactly what to do, so you just read your assignment, make your paragraphs, proofread your paragraphs, everything, proofread everything. Just because spell check doesn't catch it doesn't mean it's not there, because you might have they instead of the. Spell check's not going to get that. Read through it. If you need help, ask for help. Do not procrastinate, though. That's the main thing.
Okay. We have heard a lot of interesting things about Dr. Strange. Some have said that he's just so mean, and then others have really liked him. So what is your take on him?
Well, coming into the classroom the first day, you're like, oh my gosh, he's going to be the rudest person, that's, because it's what you've heard. But, he really isn't. I really enjoyed his class, didn't meet with him a couple times, but he gives, criticism. He criticizes your work, but he tells you what's wrong with it, what needs to be fixed. He doesn't criticize your good work. If there's a problem, he shows you how to fix it. He wants you to do good. He wants you to succeed, because you're going to be teaching students, which could be his grandkids. He wants you to be the best teacher you can be so they can get the best education that they can have. You know, I mean, he's always willing to help, and he says that, and he is. He really is. Anytime I've ever had a question, I email him. He's emailed me back within 2 hours at the most, you know.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think schools should allow students to have more access to computers and technologies in school and invest in that? Or maybe if the school does not have the money to invest in them, let them bring their own devices?
Yes, I do. I believe that, you know, everybody at home doesn't have the money to have their own device. So if maybe the school could even step up and help in those situations, you know, that way every student can sometime during the day have their own device. It would be great because, you know, everything is going to computers and technology these days. Everything. When, you know, these kids, when they grow up, their career is going to have something to do with it. I think that they need to be able to know how to use it now and be familiar with it, you know, so that they won't have any problems with that. They'll know how to do everything because everything's changing fast. Technology's changing fast. They need to learn it now because every day the technology is changing in the technological age that we're living in.
Do you think that you will use any of the tools that you've learned in EDM 310 in your own class?
I do. We had blogs, you know, we had C4Ks, which we went on different kid blogs. I love that. The kids were so excited when we would comment on their blog, you know. Mm-hmm. So I want my students to have a blog for our class and have other people, you know, comment on them, what they did, because it makes them eager to want to write a story, proofread it, put it on that blog so other people can read it and they get the, you know, comments back. Podcasts. We did podcasts, you know. The students love to see themselves doing the podcast, being able to be on the internet. They just, you know, being able to find themselves on there. It makes them very motivated to want to do good, because if you don't do it correct, you're not going to be able to put it on the podcast, on the internet. You know, the book trailers, those are great. You know, I would love to use those to introduce the story we're studying that week, or, you know, and the book assignments, anything that we have for the students, the green screen, the videos that we did. The kids, I believe, would really enjoy that because they could make themselves feel like they're actually in the place where we visited on the green screen. You know, that's something that keeps the kids excited. If you have the kids excited and engaged in learning, they're going to want to come to school. They're going to want to learn more. They're going to want to be there. They're going to do the best they can so that they do not miss out on something else. Mm-hmm.
And the green screen could probably be really good. If you did it at the end of the week, that could give them something to look forward to. If we finish all our work, then maybe we can make a movie out of it. So is there anything else?
We did my sentence videos. Those were the cutest videos that you could do with your students, you know, because you come up with this question about, or your sentence about yourself, you know, what you want people to remember about you, you know, and it's just a fun way to get students thinking about themselves. You know, what was it about you? You know, she was nice, or, you know, she was loved. You know, they have to come up with their own sentence, and, you know, I think it would be good to make everybody come up with their own sentence that is different. Nobody can have the same sentence, you know, and then they get to video it and do, you know.
And speaking of my sentence videos, we actually have a few clips with younger children and their sentence videos, so let's take a look. Okay, go.
He was already full. Merlin.
Say it.
She loves God and Jesus.
Say it loud.
He went to very good. She made cupcakes.
Say it loud.
Make cupcakes.
Say it loud.
She made cupcakes.
Say it.
She loved Jesus. She wanted a giraffe. Loved her.
Say it again.
Jesus loved her.
3.
She was nice.
Well, that was just absolutely precious. I love those. If you did not think that was cute, then something is wrong with you.
That's right. Those kids were precious. Those sentence videos were awesome.
Well, thank you, Marie, for coming and talking to us, and stay tuned for our next episode of Talks with Taylor.